Okie dokie, okie dokie. Here we are. Welcome to the class. We have some people already connected in the YouTube channel and in the Facebook Live. I'm just gonna say you hi through the chat. Hello. Okay, so for those who are here right now, and for those who will see this video later, what we're gonna be doing, it's gonna be around 20 minutes of practical movements that I'm going to be showing you, and 20 minutes around for breathing movements that they are really important to manage and mitigate back pain. And before we start all of this, well, I'm going to be sharing with you a couple of things that they are pretty important to understand before we go into the practical thing. This is going to be a very practical. My name is David El Corbarrutia. I am the founder of Body Emotion, and my specialty is back pain management, especially posture, but especially focusing back pain management. So what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna aim to take the leap to overcome back pain. You need to know that back pain is one of the most common I was gonna say disability, but it's not a disability. Impediments in life. Chronic back pain and persistent pain is pretty challenging, but there is a solution. And I think the main problem is that the way that it is approached is pretty wrong. So I want you showing you what's check this video. That's a no low back pain connective tissue on the back. That's a free back pain, a healthy spine. And what you're gonna see now is a low back pain connective tissue. Can you notice the difference in that? What's differently there? Absolutely, it's more rigid, it's more tight. In the low back pain video that you're seeing right now, it's quite tight. So if you're suffering from back pain, what you need to understand is that your body is a whole system, and you can utilize strategies that we're gonna do in a few minutes together to start releasing those connective tissues that you have in your body in order to create balancing the tensions in your body. That's the key, creating balance in the tensions. So, well, that's what we're gonna aim. And before we move on, if you don't know me, I'm just gonna introduce myself very quick. And what is Body Emotion? That's me a few years ago in Nepal when I went into the Annapurna base camp on the left with a very good friend, and on the right is when I finished a 10-day meditation retreat. What I learned in that retreat is that your mind and your body are deeply connected. I am a personal trainer. I'm specialized in pain management. I have a master's degree in injury rehabilitation. So my career comes from a very scientific perspective. But what I learned there, and I experienced it in my body, is that your pain is directly connected with your mind and with your body, and we cannot deny that, and with your emotions. That's gonna be the last part of the session of this class, where I'm gonna be showing you how can we manage emotions, and and are the emotions interfering in the pain that you could be experiencing? Of course, yes, and I will give you some strategies and some pieces about how can we approach this. So we're gonna start right now. If you're there, be prepared, because what we're gonna be doing now, I'm gonna show you the keys. I'm gonna show you 5 keys. You're gonna practice movements in order to start mitigating and reversing back pain. So before we start, I'm gonna check very quick what's going on the YouTube channel and on the Facebook Live. I can see some people there. That's good, perfect. Hopefully we can start building this a little bit higher. So if you can share this right now in your social media, it's gonna be a huge favor for me. You're gonna help me out quite a lot. So what we're gonna be doing right now, we're gonna start in the practical thing because we need to go into the solutions. So what we're gonna be doing right now, it's gonna start with the first key of the of managing back pain. The first key is body awareness. Okay, body awareness. So how do you create body awareness? We're gonna start doing some movements there. So hopefully you have a little mat or a little yoga mat or on the floor, and I'm gonna be sharing with you some movements. So just this is gonna be like a class. Okay, just follow me, connect with your body, and let's do it together. Okay, you can have the screen in front of you. I'm gonna be doing the exercises right there. What I need to apologize is that probably the sound is gonna be a little bit more shit because I'm gonna need to take off this this microphone because it's not long enough. But I'm used to teach classes, so I think I can have and increase my tone of voice. Okay, so we start creating body awareness. Let's go for it. So how do we create body awareness? I'm gonna move here. Hopefully you can see there. Okay, so what you're gonna need to do is start on the floor, and there's 6 points contacting the floor. My finger toes, I'm gonna take off my trainers. I don't need them. So big toes on the floor. This is really important. Knees on the floor, and hands on the floor. The first movement you're gonna be doing is with the hip. This is what you need to do. This is the movement you need to do. Very, very isolated. And it's about moving the hip down and up. This movement I'm doing now is called anterior tilt. This movement I'm doing now is called posterior tilt. So stay on the floor and stay with me. We're going to be practicing this movement. Make sure that you have your elbows straight. So you're going in this motion. Be aware. This is about creating awareness. Your goal is to feel and control that the fact of moving your hip is directly influencing on the position of your lower back. Can you feel that? That if you move your hip, your lower back is being moved as well, okay? This is really important. Okay, mini break. What you need to understand is that people with persistent back pain, it's been shown in many scientific research that something called motor control, body awareness, it needs improvement. Okay, so another time we're gonna practice one more time, but now you're gonna focus on going again on the same thing. Main mistakes you could have is that when you're doing this movement, your knees are too close to each other, or even behind, you have the feet each other. Everything needs to be in alignment. So your heel is behind your knee. Your wrist is underneath of your shoulder. It's like making a square. It's like creating a square on the floor here between your hands and your knees. And then you go in here, just mobilizing the spine a few repetitions. Okay, follow me. We're going to do 5 more, okay? This is posterior tilt, which means that the back is kind of on flexion. This is called flexion, and this is called extension, anterior tilt. Just a few more repetitions. Anterior tilt, posterior tilt, anterior tilt, posterior tilt. Beautiful, really easy. That position is really easy. Second thing we're going to do, you're going to do the same motion, but lay down on the back. Okay, so I'm going to move you. You're going to see me closer. Sorry for this movement. So, you're going to do exactly the same movement, but this time what you're going to be doing is on the floor. So look, the hands are here. You can put your hands even on your rib cage. And then you're going to do posterior tilt, anterior tilt. What you're going to be feeling when you're doing this is that there's like a space on the lower back, so you could even touch with your hand. And when you close in that space, you're doing the posterior tilt. So you're just working on this motion. Be very aware about what you're doing right now, because later on, we're going to do one movement. important. Anterior tilt, posterior tilt. Just feel again that the fact of moving your hip is directly influencing on the position of your lower back and your spine. This movement, you have to do it slow, with control. Do not do any abrupt movement. It needs to be soft and with control. Very good. Just 3 more reps. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, phenomenal. Okay, you know now how to do one of the most basic movements. One of the most basic movements to start taking control of your hip. So this is one specific movement that you need to control. Second movement that is really important that you start controlling is lateral tilts. Okay, so you know that, keep in mind that in order to, as I was telling you, in order to mitigate back pain, one of the first things we are doing is body awareness. So now you've done 2 exercises to create body awareness in one of the specific motions of the hip, which are this, anterior tilt, posterior tilt, and we did it on the floor, okay? Phenomenal, all good. So, second part you're gonna do, you're gonna start learning another motion of the hip that is really important. Same position, okay, than before. So you notice that my hands are underneath of my shoulders in alignment. You have to do the same. So now what you're going to be doing is lateral tilts. This is called lateral tilts. So I'm going to show you this from behind. So I apologize because you're going to see my booty, but it's going to be a very good way to notice how the hip needs to be moved. So what you need to do is, that's not going to work, so you need to do this movement, lateral tilt, lateral tilt. So basically what you're doing, if you see me from the side's perspective, is that your hip moves like that, boom, 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 boom. So you need to practice this little motion, and if you realize my shoulder and my hip, they are getting close each other, and now they're getting apart. Close each other, getting apart. Maybe in this motion, you start feeling some tightness on the lower back. But don't worry, be fully confident. This is a very safe movement. And probably if you feel it tight, because your body is not used to be moved in this motion. Few more repetitions, lateral tilts. Phenomenal. Okay, follow me, just stay concentrated. Remember, soft movement, control. You aim to have control. Relax, 1 second. Look at me. What could be wrong in this movement? If I move like with no control, like a robot, you need to move with control. Okay, we're gonna do the same motion and the same movement. 1 second, I'm gonna adjust the position of this. So, sorry. Okay, what we're gonna be doing is the following thing. So now we're gonna be doing a lateral tilt on the floor. So what you're gonna be doing is legs straight. Notice that you have the legs straight, and now you're gonna be doing lateral tilts. So I'm doing right now. So in mind, you're gonna have your hip here, and you are doing this little movement. Up and down, lateral tilts. And you might be noticing, if you look now at my legs, that they've been moved. 1 second again. Just need to adjust so you can see it better. So if you notice when I'm doing the lateral tilts, my legs are being moved. You need to notice the same. So keep practicing, side to side, very good. Couple of more repetitions. Very nice, almost done. Almost done. Almost done. Keep going. That's a couple of more reps. Lateral tilts. Connect with your body. Feel your hips being moved. And your legs, they are being moved because of the hips. And relax. Okie dokie. Very good. Very, very good. Excellent. So I'm gonna teach you just one more, okay? Because there are several movements, but I'm trying to teach you like where you can start and something that is easier for you, that is not gonna damage you, and that you can start taking control. That's because you might be feeling that these movements are very small, but the second one we were doing is slightly difficult because you need to take that control. Just one more, okay? So for the body awareness. So now what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna try to move your whole spine. This is one of the best movements to release your back, your neck, to create hydration on your discs, on your lower back. And I'm gonna explain you in a very funny and easy way why this is important, okay? So after this, what you're gonna do is this movement, okay? The movement you need to do is this. Okay. One more, pay attention, pay attention. I'm gonna do it super slow. Super slow. Okay, perfect. I don't know if you've ever done this movement, if you've been in yoga, maybe you've done this, or even you've seen this online. I'm gonna teach you, and I'm gonna give you a secret. Most of the times this movement is wrong, is not done properly and efficiently. Why? Because you need to take control of your spine on the right tempo. On the right tempo. What does that mean? Look, notice that when I'm doing this movement, first thing I move is my hip, is what you were doing. But then look at the rest of my spine. My upper back, my neck is not being moved. Because the first thing I move is the hip. Then the lower back. Now notice that I'm rolling my upper back. And the last thing I move is my neck. You have to do the same. Now opposite, but on the same tempo. Hip, lower back, upper back, and neck, opening your chest, your shoulders back. Notice how I'm rolling backward my shoulders. So now very slow, with control. Hip, lower back, upper back, and notice that the last thing you're moving is your neck. Phenomenal. For the energy of your spine. So now we are in full flexion. So now we're going to go in full extension. Hip, lower back, upper back, neck, shoulders back, full extension. Hold here a couple of seconds. If you feel in pain, don't push too hard, but probably you don't because this is a safe position. Again, hip, lower back, slow, with control. Remember, this is about control and body awareness. Upper back, neck, the chin is going to the clavicles. Hold here. Hold here. Notice that your spine is fully rounded from your neck towards your hip. One more time. Lower back, upper back, your neck, your shoulders, your shoulders and your neck. Phenomenal. Great, fantastic. So you have learned few movements. Remember the anterior tilt, posterior tilt that we did on the hip, the anterior tilt, posterior tilt on the floor, the lateral tilt on the knees, the lateral tilt on the floor, and the cat and camel, or the full flexion and the full extension of your spine. So now, you're going to practice the second key. You're going to go to practice the second key of the movement. before we go into the second key, why the body awareness is really important, I'm going to show you with a video that is pretty interesting. So, still 4 people now. Great, fantastic. So, I was telling you, I'm going to show you how are we doing in Facebook. 2 people, yes, come on guys, share this. Help me out to create the to create. Okay, so why the body awareness is important? Because if you look at this video right now, I'm not gonna bother you too much, okay? Look, what's gonna happen if you don't create body awareness? That probably, just look at this video. This video is from Muscle and Motion, in case any copyright stuff, because they are amazing. But look, why do we bend like that? Because it's comfortable, it saves energy. When we move efficiently, it takes energy. It's harder, but in a fully flexed spine, when we pick up stuff from the floor, what is happening is that the muscles are not working. And most of the load, it goes to the ligaments rather than the muscles. And what you want is to keep tension in your muscles. Tension in your muscles to protect your spine in a neutral lumbar spine. Okay, so, because otherwise what is going to happen is that your back is going to be creating shear forces, what is called anterior shearing forces, as you can see right now. And that's going to create pain because your muscles are not supporting the joint. Okay, so that's because we're going into the second key. Protect your spine. How are you going to protect your spine? By using your muscles. Okay, so I'm going to teach you. First thing is body awareness. You need to realize, okay, that I need to move my hip because otherwise I'm going to bend over with my spine. I'm going to pick up stuff with my spine. And that doesn't mean that rounding your back, it's wrong. Your spine is designed to be flexed, but it needs to work in a harmonious way with your hip. Okay, so protect your spine. You're going to protect your spine by doing a couple of strategies that I'm going to show you. Muscle activation that you need. People with persistent pain, especially in the back, they have problems in switching on. This is like a cable, like plugging in switching on the muscles, okay, efficiently. So I'm going to teach you a couple of strategies to activate those muscles efficiently, okay? Same thing, let's go for it. Okay, so what you're going to be doing. Remember on the body awareness movement, what I was showing you, it's that you were doing anterior tilt, posterior tilt, okay? So you need to notice that what's your maximum. For me, this is the maximum. I can't go farther. It's impossible for me. I can go into the other direction here till there, but from here I cannot go farther. It's impossible for me. Your goal is to find what's the middle point, the neutral position, the wholly neutral position of the spine. Okay, so the middle point of your spine. How are you going to do that? Well, you already have a little bit of a body awareness, okay? Anterior tilt, posterior tilt, anterior tilt, posterior tilt. So now, for me, that's not the middle. That's not the middle for me. Think it's around there, okay? It's slightly higher than the anterior tilt, okay? It's not there, it's not there, it's around there. Perfect. Once you have that, what you're gonna do consciously is pulling tight your abdomen. So you're gonna squeeze your abdomen. Now I'm squeezing. Squeeze with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Go into posterior tilt, fully flexion. Go into anterior tilt. Go into the neutral position. And now squeeze the abdomen. Put it tight. Thinking putting that tight. Very good. Hold, hold, hold. Very nice. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, as I cannot see you, doesn't matter. Because I know what is happening if you don't do this properly, and probably it's happening. What is very likely to be happening when you're doing this is what I'm going to show you. And is that when you have the neutral position, I got it, I'm going to accelerate it, okay, and then you can see it. But when you squeeze your abdomen, your lower back is doing this. I'm going to squeeze in 3, 2, 1. Did you see that I moved my lower back? I did it consciously. But you have to avoid. What you want is to find your neutral position, squeeze your abdomen, and no movement on the spine. Okay? Let's do it together. 3 repetitions. Anterior tilt, posterior tilt. Go to your neutral, motor control, body awareness. We got it. Now, squeeze your abdomen and don't move the spine. Squeeze now, 10 seconds, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Phenomenal. Posterior tilt, anterior tilt. Go to your neutral position and wait. I'm going to teach you a new strategy, okay? So, first thing, you have the neutral position. Second step, squeeze your abdomen now. Third step, press through the palm of the hands towards the floor to elevate your shoulder blades. All right, you got it. Hold, squeezing your abdomen, pushing towards the floor. Keep holding, keep holding. Feel the muscle activation. Keep holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay. What it could be happening again is that when you pressing towards the floor, okay, I'm gonna accelerate it, you rounding. You don't want that, okay? What you want is neutral position on your spine. And look, notice that when I'm pressing up with my hands, what I'm moving is my upper back. Can you see this? But if you notice my lower back here, sorry, this is gonna work, don't worry. Check it out, check it out. So if you notice, when I'm pressing up, as I am not moving my lower back, that foam roller is stable. If I could press and roll my back, could you see? That's what you need to do, okay? So, we're gonna do it again. I'm gonna drink a little bit of water, check if there's still some survivors on the YouTube channel and on Facebook, and we're gonna practice again. Okay, let's go for it. So, here we go. Go with me. So what we're gonna be doing, sorry, 1 second, here we go. Okay, so in this position, anterior tilt, posterior tilt, go to the neutral position, guys. Squeeze your abdomen now, press with the palm of the hands, hold the position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Okay, very good, very good. This is a very good way to start switching on your abdomen. You know the strategies and the steps. Step 1, neutral position. Step 2, squeezing your abdomen. Step 3, pushing with your hands. And at the same time, no movement on the spine, on the lower back, okay? This is one strategy to protect your spine with these muscles. I'm gonna show you with a video, very quick. So look at this, look at this. How you're gonna protect your spine with your muscles, of course. Muscle and motion again, very graphic stuff. Look at the huge muscle you have, the transversus abdominis. So you don't need to know about anatomy, but if we have that big muscle surrounding your back and connecting with your rib cage, you know, it must be interesting to keep it functional and working, okay? So this is just to show you that this muscle is surrounding that area in different directions, okay? So look, there are so many muscles in so many different directions to protect that spine. So that's important that's because it's important to start activating those muscles, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna teach you, one strategy. I'm gonna teach you a second very important strategy that if you have back pain, and even maybe if you don't, if you work seated on the laptop the whole day, your glutes, your booty, your glutes, very important muscle, they are on holidays. They are not doing their job, they are lazy, they are switched off. For different physiological reasons, okay? One is called reciprocal inhibition. But anyway, what I'm gonna teach you is how to activate that muscle properly, okay? So, remember, on the body awareness part at the beginning of the class, we were doing anterior tilt, posterior tilt, anterior tilt, posterior tilt. What you're gonna do now, follow me, posterior tilt. So notice and feel that the lower back is attached on the floor, that there is no air coming through the lower back and the floor. It's closed, it's fully closed. What you're gonna do now is, when you hold in that position, try to even do more the posterior tilt. Now maybe you feel in your abdomen. You should feel your abdomen activated. Hold that position. Hold that position. Okay? And relax. Open the space. What you want to do, look at me. Look at the camera 1 second. What you need to do is posterior tilt. Once you feel the lower back on the floor, try to even do more posterior tilt, although you feel it's not possible. You're gonna feel your abdomen. Can you feel it? Hold there. Hold there with me, 10 seconds. Keep holding, keep holding. Focus on that motion, posterior tilt. 3, 2, 1, relax. What it could be happening is that when you're doing this, when I show you from this perspective, is that when you hold it, maybe your knees, they go inward, like that. You need to keep your knees in alignment, okay? So keep them outward. One more time. Posterior tilt, slow motion, body awareness, control. More muscle activation. Squeeze your abdomen consciously now. Squeeze, squeeze. You can touch yourself on your abdomen. It's gonna give you feedback. Okay, it's your body. So go there. Be kind with yourself. Keep squeezing your abdomen. Feel them activated. Hold. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, very good, wonderful. You were activating your abdomen. Now, what you're gonna be doing is activating your abdomen and your booty, your glutes. With this strategy I'm gonna teach you, it's the same motion, but you're gonna need to utilize your brain, your mind. Okay, so let's go for it. Follow my steps. Just follow my steps. Stay focused, okay? You're doing it great, so keep going. Let's go for it. So posterior tilt. You're doing the posterior tilt, okay? Hold the position. Now, what you're gonna be doing is squeeze the abdomen. Try to do that posterior tilt more and more. And now, what you have to do, think in squeezing your glutes, your booty. Think about that. Squeeze that and maintain the abdomen and the posterior tilt. Don't lose it. If you do it properly, you're probably shaking. Squeeze your glutes, maintain your glutes, squeeze them, feel your abdomen and your glutes. Squeeze your abdomen and squeeze your glutes. Keep holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, good, you're gonna repeat. It's very likely that when you try to switch on your glutes, your abdomen gets disconnected. Focus, okay? Look at the camera again. Posterior tilt, it's like a wheel. Posterior tilt, boom. Squeeze your abdomen, squeeze your glutes now. Squeeze your glutes, keep squeezing your glutes. Good, you might press slightly through the heels towards the floor. Squeeze your glutes and your abdomen together. Keep holding, keep holding. Do not rise the hip from the floor. Keep it on the floor, the lower back. Squeeze your glutes, keep holding more. Glutes and abdomen. Come on, put the tension on your muscles, not on your spine, on your muscles. 5 seconds more, stay with me. 4, 3, 2, 1. Phenomenal. Release, release, relax. Anterior tilt, posterior tilt. 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 Go to the posterior tilt, so close the space between the lower back and the floor now. Notice your abdomen squeeze now. And now think in squeezing your glutes and your abdomen together. Hold the position. Hold, hold, hold. Rise slightly your sacrum and your hip from the floor. Now, keep your abdomen and your glutes. Stop there. Don't go very high. Squeeze your glutes. Come on, keep squeezing your glutes and your abdomen. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Glutes and abdomen. Squeeze them. Squeeze them. Squeeze them. Keep going. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay, very good. Very good. You know the second strategy. Second strategy done. Listen, if you're doing it properly, this muscle activation is hard. It's difficult. You might notice, wow, it's a very small movement and it's hard. Imagine doing more complicated movements. Standing up, walking, running, going to the gym. Anyway, moving in your daily life, hovering. If you do not control the tiny things, how your body is going to be moved efficiently and distributing the tensions equally? It's very likely that it's probably not doing it. But the good thing, the positive thing is that you can rewire the system, your nervous system, your mind and your body. How? By start taking control of tiny movements. Then your body's going to start learning, now when I'm doing this motion, you will not be thinking about that consciously, but your body will be thinking, and your brain, okay, now I'm going to do this motion, I'm going to activate this muscle. That's how you create, little by little, the path of moving functionally and pain-free. Okay, so, mini break, check. Let me drink water. I'm gonna go with the third key. So what we're gonna be doing now is one of the movements that I'm gonna teach you how to breathe efficiently. Not yet. How to unlock your upper back. Okay, because unlocking your upper back is pretty important. Your upper back is connected basically with your spine, with your lower back. So if my upper back is locked and compressed like I'm right now, my abdomen, my lower back is gonna be compressed. So if you are able to unlock your upper spine, little by little, that's gonna decompress your lower back. Or even if you're having neck pain, that's gonna, in that case, it's not gonna decompress, it's gonna help to align your neck. Because if you have neck pain, it's very likely that your thoracic spine is like that and your neck is like this. And this is not in alignment. But if I unlock my upper back, my neck is gonna go more into alignment. But anyway, I'm gonna teach you a strategy that is very efficient, it's wonderful, it's amazing to rebalance those tensions that I was telling you, okay? So pay attention, follow me. I'm gonna move you a little bit so you can have a better perspective of this guy doing the motion. So let's go for it. What you're gonna be doing is the following thing. Listen, you're gonna lay down, follow my steps, okay? You're gonna need a little bit of extra space. This movement is key, it's key. Bottom leg is straight, fully straight. Notice that you might keep the knee flexed. You want to keep your knee fully straight. Your ankle, you see my ankle flexed? Keep your ankle flexed, okay? And now the top leg, it needs to be in 90 degrees. So I'm sure you're gonna be here. Go high, go high, go high, go high. Keep it there. With your hand, you're gonna touch the knee, and then from here you're gonna start twisting backward, pushing with the other hand over the knee. Oh my God, and allow your back to twist. This is a safe movement if you do it as I told you. So twist, be confident, go back rotating. If you keep your body in alignment, the rotation is secure, is safe. Okay, hold, go forward slow, very nice. So the knee needs to be in alignment with the hip, okay? This is my hip, this is my knee. You don't want that, you want this, okay? Alignment, go back again. Inhale, go back. Exhale at the end. Rotation, more, hold the position, hold the position. You might feel stretching on your pec, your chest, even in your forearm if you flex the wrist. Go forward, slow. Slow back. This is that scientifically proven movement. To release tension, to balance. Very nice. One more with me. Going back slow. Look that I'm pushing with my hand. Okay, keep doing it with me. Go forward. We're going backward, twist. And relax. If you noticed what I was doing, I was breathing out heavily through my mouth when I was reaching back. Why? Because if you breathe out, you're gonna move your rib cage, and that's gonna make the movement more efficiently, okay? Because when you breathe, there is movement on the spine, on the upper back, okay? So if you holding your breath like that, and you're moving, you're gonna be very tight, and then you are not gonna move. But if you breathe, there's gonna be more range of motion, okay? And that's what you probably need in that position. Excellent. We're gonna do one more thing, one more key. So this is, you could do it in both sides, but we don't have that much amount of time. I want you asking me some questions at the end. So, but you can do it in both sides. You're gonna notice for sure that one of the sides is much more difficult, or there's much less range of motion. It is normal. We are asymmetrically designed. Okay, so don't worry. Work a little bit more in that side that you feel it's tighter. Okay, so we have done trick. I share with you some strategies to mitigate back pain. Body awareness, the movements we did at the beginning. Protect your spine, squeezing your abdomen and your glutes. Unlock your upper back with that strategy. Fourth thing, breathing. Listen, it's been shown in scientifically, in papers, in research, people with posture issues, people with back pain, people with persistent neck and back pain, the breathing pattern is not efficiently. Why? Very easy. I'm going to explain you this in a very funny way. So I'm going to explain you this with a balloon and two books. So let me choose breath and positive psychology. So why? Because if this is your hip and this is your upper back, in the middle, what you have is this balloon. And this balloon, my friend, this balloon is your diaphragm. Is the main muscle that helps you to breathe. Just keep in mind that. What it happens is that, sorry because of that, what it happens is that if there is so much tightness, when you inhale and you require this to be inflated, like this, hold. Okay, as I was breathing, as I was inflating the balloon, could you see the books going up and down? That's what you want. But what it happens usually is that as there's so much compression and tightness, as you want to inflate the balloon by breathing in like this, okay? So as there's compression, you try to inflate the balloon and it's not being inflated because there is compression. Result, the breath is not efficiently. Result, more compression on your lower back. Result, more tension. Result, pain. Result, you get frustrated. Okay, so, and much more many things. Okay, but you understand this. I'm gonna teach you how to start breathing efficiently, okay? You're gonna feel for sure at the beginning that you don't get it, that there's no movement, that it's not done properly, because it takes time. It takes time to build a house, it takes time to build a functional breathing, especially if you haven't been practicing this before, okay? So we're gonna go into the fourth strategy, which is breathing efficiently, okay? Breathing efficiently. Survivors, stay with me. So let's go for it. You're gonna breathe efficiently. How are you gonna breathe efficiently? So you're gonna be doing this. You're gonna lay down on your back, okay? You're gonna put your hands, hold 1 second. You're gonna put your hands on your ribs, okay? On your ribs, on the bottom side of your ribs. Look up. Look at the camera 1 second, okay? I'm gonna be breathing. Just look 1 second. When I inhale, the balloon is going up and in that direction. But when I'm breathing out, it's coming down and in that direction. So, look again. I inhale, raise my belly, and then I expand my rib cage progressively. And when I breathe out, I'm touching with my hands on the rib cage because you might notice that they go down, that it goes down. Okay, let's work together, okay? Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose or the mouth, whatever is better. Inhale, move the belly up. And then keep breathing in. Inhale, open your ribs. Exhale. And again, it's like a wave. Inhale, the belly is going up. Your ribs now. And then breathe out, your ribs down. Your belly down. Do it. 4 more. Stay with me. Inhale. Belly up. Inflate your ribs. Exhale. Ribs down. The belly is going down. 2 more. Inhale, belly is going up. Open your ribs. Exhale, your ribs are going down. Your belly is going down. Last one. Inhale. Open your ribs. Exhale. And relax. Okay, very good. Kind of slow. Listen, doing breathing efficiently, doing a breath workout, it takes time, okay? And especially it's better if you do it longer. If you stay doing this 5-10 minutes, at some point, this balloon, because at the beginning what you're gonna notice is this. Okay, but what you want is little by little to do this. Okay, sounds like farting, but it's a good example to see this. What you want little by little is to create more capacity. Why? Because as you could see on the balloon, when it's been inflated more and more and more and more, you have more control, more expansion. And when you breathe out, you're gonna create more capacity to inhale and exhale. But this is taking time, okay? You just have a little bit of a piece of this, okay? And the movement of the breathing is to be on the belly and your rib cage, okay? This is important. Brilliant. Okay, so you have learned practically the 4 keys. Last one, it was breathing, okay? So now what we're gonna be doing, I'm gonna show you and explain you what is this, okay? So there are some survivors here. There is 6 survivors, 6 survivors, 5 survivors, 1 is gone. So thank you very much for staying here. What I'm gonna share with you now, it's pretty interesting, okay? I need to now tell you that we have finished, okay? We have finished the practical thing, okay? Stay with me because what I'm gonna show you now, probably you don't know it. And it's important for you to understand. And it's not gonna be boring. But if you have pain, back pain, if you have a hernia, okay? If you know anyone with a hernia, with back pain, it'd be great you share what I'm gonna tell you, okay? Or if it's your specific situation, pay attention. Look at this amazing picture. So what you can see in 3, 2, 1 now. Okay, can you see that? What you see on the left, up left, on the left high, it's on the arrow, it's a hernia, okay? So that's when between those discs, between those vertebrae, there's like a disc. And when there's a hernia, there's like a bulge that it goes into the spine and it can be compressing a nerve and it's painful. What you can see on the right is after 1 year of applying strategies that I've been showing you. Absolutely much more strategies and with more patience and being persistent. But can you see the structural change? It's huge, it's a lot. You can see at the bottom the same. So, main message, if you have back pain, if you have a hernia, you can recover from the structural visual thing you could see as the video I showed you at the beginning, or that picture. And the second message is that you can reverse pain if you have back pain or neck pain, applying the right strategies. But what's the problem? For example, with neck pain is that we live in this world right now. Can you see on the right the amount of kilograms on the neck while we texting someone? 60 degrees is about 27 kilograms. 27 kilograms of compression on the neck. Can you see the child? The child is supposed to be going up. But what is happening with the phone is that it's creating compression, and we don't want compression. Okay, your body needs some compression, but it needs some elongation as well. There needs to be a balance. The problem is that we're spending most of the time in compression because we are seated, because we are with the phones, because we don't move properly or enough. Okay, so the last key, emotions, body emotion. So the last key to mitigate pain are the emotions. This is something again that you probably, excuse me, I'm gonna drink some water. This is probably something that you have not been told, that you're gonna be even a skeptic about that. But I'm really sorry because I've been doing my research, I've been doing my experience on my own, in my meditation retreat, in my own body, and in the people and clients that I've been training. And emotions are really important. So, what specifically about emotions? So, what you need to understand is this. Each emotion creates a physiological response in your body. Each emotion creates a physiological response in your body. Practical example, you know this, we all know this. If I am sad, and I am like that, because I'm sad, I'm very sad, I'm so sad. My tone of voice is gonna be low, I'm gonna be looking down, I'm gonna be in compression. If I'm happy and open and energetic, my body posture is gonna be different, okay? So why? Because the emotion creates a physiological response in your body, okay? But what you need to understand, especially, is anger, okay? Anger. Because what I'm gonna tell you now, it's important, okay? Pay attention. Pay attention. Repressed anger, repressed rage is one of the main causes of maintaining persistent back pain, neck pain, non-specific pain. Okay, why? Because each emotion, it creates a physiological response. As you can see in this guy, he's not looking very happy, is he? But physiological response, look at the video on the right. If I'm unbalanced, if I'm with my body and my emotions aligned, what is going to happen is, some postural changes. But if I am angry and I'm repressing especially the anger, can you see that guy? Can you see the posture of the guy on the right? Does that look similar? Of course, because there's going to be a response in that guy's body. So some muscles are going to get tight, some muscles are going to get switched off, and what is going to be happening is postural changes. So why do you think that could happen? Can you see that posture of closing? Why do you think is that? Okay, I'm gonna share with you, because from many years ago, anger is a necessary emotion, okay? Otherwise we wouldn't be here, we wouldn't have survived, okay? But anger is like a response, it's like an anticipation response to a threat, okay? So you need to close. How could you fight? Could you fight like that? Come here to fight. No, you need to fight like that. So you need to close to protect your heart, your vital organs, okay? The problem is that nowadays we don't have that many threats. We don't have tribes, we don't have tigers, we have another threats, okay? But not those that they might be that hard or difficult to manage. So anger is really important. What's happening? Physiological response. Remember, I told you. How does that affecting in your body? And in persistent back pain, you have a source of anger. It might be disappointment, it might be frustration, judgment, and that's creating a physiological response in your body, goes into your kidneys, into your adrenal glands, and you synthesize, or you start, boosting the cortisol, adrenaline, and adrenaline, stress hormones. But look at this. This is important. How curious is that where those stress hormones are synthesized or boost, it's in your kidneys, and your kidneys are really close from your lower back, that close that they live together. And your lower back and your kidneys, and where those stress hormones are boosted into the bloodstream, are very related with some specific muscles. Your diaphragm, can you see here on the top of those kidneys, is that diaphragm that I told you that usually is not working efficiently. Those muscles that you can see on the arrow, they are really important. The psoas major is a really important muscle that is usually really tight. So that's the diaphragm, okay? Have a look. It's really directly connected. So what you need to understand is that the emotions, they create a physiological response, and that's going to affect into your body. So, like repressed anger. But you might be thinking, okay, but what's repressed anger? So I'm going to explain why this is happening. Because why, if I'm repressing anger, I might get back pain? Go for it. Two things. I'm going to explain you this in two very easy ways. The first way I'm going to explain you this is through the Dr. Sharma. This is one of the pioneers doctors. He's already passed away, but he was a pioneer of treating back pain with the mind and the emotions. And he explains two things that you need to keep in mind. Okay, that back pain, it could be your back pain. If it's non-specific, persistent, it could be because it repressed anger. Why? Because as he says, rather the unconscious proper resembles a maximum security prison, holding antisocial inmates, languishing for years or recently arrived. Inmates harshly treated and heavily guarded, but barely kept under control and forever attempting to escape. The metaphor, it's phenomenal, it's great, and it's very understandable. What he means, and psychosomatic medicine means, is that if you have emotions that you haven't been expressed or work on it, your body is gonna give you signs to tell you need to speak about this, and those signs very often are pain. On the other hand, what happens that is really interesting is that your brain develops a strategy to avoid emotional pain. And rather than telling you, okay, you need to experience that emotional pain, rather than doing that, what your brain is doing is, I'm going to create pain in your back, in your neck, in your shoulder, because then you're going to be focusing on the pain, and then you are not going to be focusing on the emotional rage or the anger you have from your childhood or from past events or your daily life. So it's a very good mechanism of camouflage. You focus on the pain or your physical pain, then you don't focus what is happening on the emotional sphere. The interesting thing is that if you focus on the emotional sphere, applying the right methodology, probably doesn't affect in your physical, because remember, each emotion creates a physiological response. So this is something that is to be considered, and that you have to start thinking about that, and little by little opening your mind and your heart and your body to this idea, because it takes time, okay? And you need to get the right tools. I got the right tools, and I can help you with that. But I think that's you know already the keys. Let me check quickly what's going on, if there's still survivors. 4 survivors. Good, thank you very much for those survivors in YouTube and those 2 survivors in Facebook Live. So that's, if you, as you can see, mind and body are connected, and that's because I created the course right now that it's a 30-day course with 3 modules in where you can see and you're gonna practice the methodology that I teach you today, but the full methodology, and that's what I created in this course, because I think it's important to transmit that there's a way to reverse back pain. What I've done in this 30-day course, as you can see, is practical, because it's 15 minutes per day, 20 minutes per day. You have 3 modules, and then in those modules you have the master your hip, creating awareness, remember, but you have more movements. I teach you more movements in videos that you could see, and you you're gonna have the right dose of training. How many reps do I do? How many times do I do this? You have all of that there. You will switch on your abdomen to protect the spine, as I taught you. You will switch on your glutes. You will connect your glutes and your abdomen as you were practicing. And in the module 3, you will breathe efficiently. I will teach you strategies and how many times you need to practice this. And then you will control your upper back. So this course has been created 2 months ago. And it's been working for some of some students that they've been doing it. So if you want to do it, what I'm gonna give you is a 50% off. So you're gonna have this on half price, which is almost a gift because it took me quite a lot of work to do that. But I'm happy because to do this because I'm starting, and yeah, and I think it's good. You're gonna have 24 hours if you want to get it. What you need to do is just press the 5 keys. Once you're gonna do the purchase, you just type 5 keys, apply coupon, and you're gonna get this course for £38 rather than 76. If you think about this, what I'm offering you here is a long-term solution. You may go to the physio and it's much more expensive or same price, and you get an acute solution or response. On this course, I can guarantee you that you have 30 days that if you practice them in your own time and then you keep repeating them, it's gonna give you a long-term solution. So I think the price is more than worth it for living free from back pain. And the other thing is that I'm creating more courses. So I'm creating a course about emotions and back pain, and I will give you that for free. You will go into your student profile, and once I created this course, I'm already about to finish it. I will give you that for free. You will get it. You can always contact with me by email. You have my details, so I'm not gonna run away anywhere. So yeah, that's what you need. That's what you have, and I'm offering you there right now. You have 24 hours if you want. I will give you the link. I will put it on the chat now. But you can always go to bodymotionweb.com, and then you will find the course there. If you think this is not for you, maybe you know someone that it could get the benefit and that it could be useful for that person. And otherwise, you can always follow me in my social media, Bodymotion, in Facebook, in YouTube, because you have a lot of information there, some pieces. What I'm offering you in this course is, of course, a methodology. Okay, so from 0 to 100. What you find in my YouTube channel and my social media is I give you 5, I give you 20, I give you 25, and it's still useful. Some people write me and tell me, okay, I like it and it's been useful. But a full methodology is a full methodology. That's it. Let's see how is it going. Still some survivors. So now, do you have any questions that I can answer you in Facebook or in YouTube? If you have any questions, you just need to type them on. You just need to type them on the chat. So I'm gonna wait a little bit to see if you have some questions, and otherwise I will leave this as finished and done. This video is gonna be in my YouTube channel if you want to check the exercises. So I will upload it there, and you can check it out again. So I'm gonna. Oh, the Project PT is here. Good. Follow the Project PT. So we have 5 people. There's one of them is the Project PT. So 4 of the other people follow the Project PT in Oxford and social media. Good. Happy to see you here. What can I do to correct my hypersyphosis posture? Of course, always. What you can do is, in the course, you have one part in that course that is unlock your upper spine and breathe efficiently. So what can you do? Many things, but unlocking your upper back, breathing efficiently, activating your glutes and your abdomen. Start with isolated movements to then move more functionally. So you can start doing some exercises specifically for your upper spine, for your breathing pattern, for your neck, and for your abdomen and for your glutes. Where can you find those exercises? In this course, you have a full methodology from 0 to 100, but you can also find piece of exercises in my YouTube channel or in internet or in another social media accounts. But think the hypersyphosis posture, what it's happening is that it's creating compression. Look, I'm gonna share with you 1 second one of the parts of the presentation. So lifting injury, boom, 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 boom. On the anger one, if you see this video, okay, this guy, he has a hyperkyphosis here, okay. So what is happening is that the front muscles that you see here, they are getting shorted and those ones are getting elongated. So what you want is to get those muscles shorted and those ones more elongated. So usually those muscles that you see that they are shorted, they are weak. So the hyperkyphosis, as you can see, is going to be more clear here. Okay, as you can see now, okay, that's creating more hyperkyphosis. So you need to strengthen your abdomen, your deep neck flexors, your breathing. So there are several strategies, but I think it's a bit more clear. There's no like a concrete response, but creating balance in the tensions. How? Doing some exercises. Marco, grande Marco, and Paula, survivors, love them. Excellent, very good. I'm glad you like it. Facebook, I'm gonna end the Facebook live. Oh, hold, I have a question from Lucy. I have been advised to avoid compression such as weighted squats, but good air squats be okay for lower back? Lucy, good question. So yes, let me see if you see me. Yeah, I've been avoid compress. Yeah, exactly. Look, I'm gonna show you something interesting. Stay there with me. Don't leave. Your body resembles a very similar structure like this. When you having tons of kilograms like squats on your upper back, what you're creating is that compression you're saying. So on the way up of doing a squat, you might create decompression, but it's very difficult because you have such an amount of weight in your spine that is not very functionally. And technically, your body is not designed to do squats. It's designed to walk, to throw, to run. So if you do like a kind of squats, it's because you're going to propel your body forward at some point. So whoever told you that you should avoid weighted squats, it depends, okay? Because, for example, when you sit down and you stand up, what you basically doing is a squat. And if you don't know how to do a squat properly, that's a problem. That's a little problem because you're gonna put more pressure on the spine. Very practical example. I'm gonna show you with the chair. If you what I find in most people with back pain is that when they stand up like that. Look again, look at my lower back. They stand up like that. But remember on the beginning of the class, if you've been doing this, the anterior tilt, posterior tilt, what you need to do when you're gonna stand up or when you're gonna do squat is anterior tilt, because then you're gonna put tension on your muscles, and then you're gonna stand up like that. And then you're gonna sit down like this, without rounding your lower back and compressing the tissues. But that's when you stand up and sit down from a chair. If you're having a 100 kilos, 50 kilograms, 20 kilograms in your upper back, in long term, it's not going to work for you to maintain a pain-free body, because you're creating so much compression and your body is not designed to absorb that amount of compression. So if you're having back pain, Lucy, right now, or you've been struggling with back pain, don't go for weighted squats yet. You could at some point, but don't go yet. Don't go yet. You need to start developing control in your abdomen, in switching on your glutes. Okay, so air squats could be okay for lower back. If you have low back pain, you need to start developing strength in your abdomen and your glutes in a very isolated way. And then from there, you start maybe working in more functional movements like lunges, like some squats. But those movements, they require quite a lot of control. Even if you think that they are easy, but they require a lot of control. So it depends on your personal situation, but I could go very progressively. Like, for example, in the course that I was telling you, that I created, I don't teach you very complicated movements that you might see online in Instagram accounts, doing squats, doing this, doing that. I teach you how to activate the muscles efficiently and move them efficiently and create a neutral position in your body and your spine. So hope I can answer this. I don't need more information, but it's a bit more individualized probably. But yeah, go for the small movements before you start going into the big movements. Okay, Yusuf, I think I'm gonna stop this. Lucy, thank you very much for your question. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much. Have a good Sunday. Enjoy the rest of the Sunday. This is gonna be recorded and it will be updated to the YouTube channel if you want to see a little bit again. Thank you very much, everybody. All the best, and thank you for staying here with me. Bye bye.